Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. And on this channel, Kuluma reality TV shows, ama celebrities, kaya nama YouTubers. But today, you guys, we're going to talk about all things YouTube. We have one of our biggest YouTubers here in South Africa, and he's going to give you all that you need in order for you to start a YouTube channel. He'll be sharing his journey on YouTube. I have questions for him. Some people send me some questions, so he will be answering. But you are also welcome to write some questions in the comment section. We have Church Reality Check here with us, and I'm going to let him greet you guys. His link is in the comment section in the description if you want to go subscribe to his channel after this. I swear to you, if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know where you've been. But leadership, please greet the people.
What's up, guys? It's Ricky's Reality Show. Of course, here we are on the Tandem Pleasure. That's the intro everywhere I go. Leadership.
It's hi, everybody. Good evening. It's good that we were able to do this. Lives are always tricky because you never know. I've learned not to stress. If it doesn't work out, make another plan. But it can be very stressful. How has your experience been like doing our lives?
Yeah, lives, the most challenging part is not knowing what's not going to work and what might fail in the middle of the entire thing, whether it be audio, your headphones are just not working proper, or, there's always one thing or the other that will kind of catch you off guard. So live stream, if you're doing live stream, expect hiccups.
Yes, and I think that's the thing that intimidates a lot of people with the lives is that people can't deal with the fact that you don't know if it's going to work out, but it's just you have to make it, you have to be okay with possibilities of it not working out. But today we're going to talk about all things YouTube. You guys, people have been asking me to do a video just about starting a YouTube channel. What do you need to know? What do you need to have? And I'm like, guys, I've shared some stuff on my YouTube, but let me get other people to come and share with you how their journey has been like, and you get the opportunity to ask the questions. So for me, when I started watching Church Reality Check, the channel for me already looked like some TV channel already, because it felt to me like your stuff was already looking so professional. The lighting, the sound, everything just looked like, okay, you have a production team behind the scenes. So tell me about the very first video that you did on YouTube. What did you have? How did you the equipment that you had to take that first video on YouTube?
If you actually check the first few videos that I have on this particular channel, you'll find that I was shooting with a cell phone. I used a mobile device in order for me to shoot the videos. But that was not because I didn't have cameras. That was because I was demotivated to making videos. So I was trying to find a way to make a video, but then I was trying to make it in a way that the video would still look good. So what I'll do is I got a small little background light that was shooting to the background of my setup, just so that I can just have something that says I do videos. Leadership. I was grilling someone about how I was very pissed off at you because Manje, because you were now on a television show, Leadership, in front of the whole South Africa, and you were there busy lying down on your bed there, and I'm like, you see, this is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. You don't want to finally have your work finally seen.
And I spoke to my sister, because they actually did ask me for that clip. Unlike other people who are saying that they were not asked, they asked for permission to use my clip. And I was saying to my sister before I said yes to them, and I was like, I have so many videos where I'm talking about Tower Besta and I'm sitting on my desk. And I feel like they could have asked for those clips, but they just want the one where I'm just lying in bed. I can't say to them, no, don't take this one, take the other one. But yeah, that's the situation. I was like, yeah, ne. you know. But I see what you're saying.
Remember, leadership is that you don't know where that spark of a thought, which someone is going to like, is going to come from. And so I've made it an issue. Always use your best that you have at any time. If you're doing content, to use your best. So when I started, I used this, but there is a program here that many of you might not even know. Here on your phone, it's called Prism. Let me type it in the comment section. Prism. So I typed it in the comment. You can put it up, leadership, when the comment does eventually pop up. Prism, what Prism allows you to do, it allows you to have a presentation format. Like StreamYard is great. You can have a way of presentation and stuff like that. What Prism, you can even put shaders over your stuff. You can have content, a picture over a shade or a faded picture. So you can go into a software like Photoshop and create a fade with a background. Like you see right now, we have a background around us. Create a nice fader and then have a picture on top. So with Prism, you can do that. You can have presentation format. So anything to get the best content as you can. So I had a phone that was easier for me to actually make the video. So that's what I started with.
Okay, and then people will say, how do you start? I don't know. I never know how to answer that question when people say, how do you start? Besides, what do you need in order to start? How do you start? Because I always feel like you take a video, you post it, but how would you answer that question for somebody that hasn't started? How do you start a YouTube channel?
First, find an original idea. Everybody else is doing. There's someone probably who's going to inspire you to do content, but find something that sets apart what you want to do. It makes it a bit different. For example, when I make a video, I'll give you an example. When I make a video, I always add my own. I
think something is going on with your sound, leadership. I don't know if it's just me, but it's like cutting and doing like there's a weird sound with it. I really wanted to get the point that you were making about how to start a YouTube channel, because you were completing the question and then I would just miss what you were saying, because I want to get that answer so that every time people ask me this question, I can just say, here is the video, refer to it.
All right. So as I was saying, you have to find what will make your content unique. Like there must be an element of that subject that will make your particular topic unique. For me, it's that I know the Bible. I know doctrine, but I don't just know doctrine from my church. I know doctrines from many churches. I spent over 10, 15 years just studying different church doctrines. And so I have that wealth of knowledge that I bring to say, I can just pull out a Quran quotation for you out of nowhere. You're like, Haibo, how does Ricky now quote the Quran? And so because of that, that is what makes my channel different, is that I am able not only to move around in the scriptures, I am able to bring about what other faiths believe in that particular context of the thing. And then also, there has to be a personality behind it. Many people think they are great. You don't know how terrible you are. Okay? You're not just terrible in your personal life, in your relationship. Stop thinking you are this awesome person. Okay, if you only realize you're not as good as you think. Someone used to tell me in the early days, Ricky, you make good points, but you have a bad presentation. And what he meant was simple things like you speak and you're just sitting, you're not even fun to look at. You don't gesture, show that you are on camera, And so there is also the thing that you have to learn. And again, sometimes presentation-wise, how quick on the thought can you be? That's a very important thing, because that will eliminate about I think if you have to eliminate that type of speech. If you can eliminate that type of speech, a person does not want to hear a person who's still doubting their thoughts. You are still trying to dabble around, maybe rethink this particular process of thinking. So a person hears that, they think you have not polished your thoughts. So that becomes a thing that backs them out. You have to work on all those things. These are all steps. It's not something you're going to work. Like I've said this before. If you're going to be here and say, I don't know, what do you guys think? And you have not said, why am I watching you? That's why your channel will be stuck. It's because you are not decisive. People want to hear decisive people, and that's what actually, that's what makes your channel different. So first, have an original idea. Brush up on your presentation and constantly look professional, okay? Look like you intended to make the video all the time. Never allow slacking. Put something, man. Put a logo. Put something that says this person makes content. Like this entire setup that we have here. It shows you have content. We create content. And in the middle of the whole thing, you would have spotted me laughing or snapping when we were discouraged by the audio doing its own thing, because I don't want to lose my presentation self, in the whole thing. And also, how much more can you speak on that topic and still bring value? That's a very important one. Okay?
Yeah.
If they were talking about Besta, right now, write down a list of videos on one video. Write down 30 things that you can say on one video, about one video. 30 things that you can say on one video. And find new content on, like right now, I sometimes practice this idea on topics that you guys make videos about. Like I was looking at the video of the extradition case of AKA, and I was looking at what they were saying there. And I pulled out point on point on point. It's not something I'm going to make a video on, but I am practicing myself to be on the thought consistent. Moving on.
So would you say that it's important to write a script when you're going to do a video, or it just depends on the creator? Do you do scripts for yourself on every video that you sit down and do?
No, it's you see that point that I mentioned last, being on point, like practice your way to answering things as quick, because you see you have to practice your mind to think on the go. That's the thing. That's like I used to say in the beginning of my videos. Now, like I still say it nowadays, some here and there. It's the biblification of a Christian's mindset. So I think the church reality check is the biblification of a Christian mindset. What I mean is that the Christian must be able to think of an answer for what he sees immediately, on the go, right now. Something comes up, think on it. So scripts won't directly help you, but they will help your process of thinking. Maybe you might do bullet points on stuff like that, but Bazalwane, practice to think on why is this a good idea? And why should a person be listening to you after 2 minutes of talking? After 3 minutes, why should they be listening? After 4 minutes, what have you presented? That's the thing that's going to make your YouTube channel unique, is that you have something to give. You're not just, my thought is, you have one thought on the whole video. You just have one thought. If you watch my videos on Bushiri's extradition, every single video, I have something to hit on. This video, I'll hit the lawyer. That one, I'll talk about how the lawyers are going to hell. It's a topic. Everything, everyone is a topic. And so constantly learn to think on the go, on ideas, on everything that you see.
Yeah, I get that. So you have spoken on how you started a YouTube channel, and you spoke about having something unique that you have to offer when it comes to content, which I think is very important, because you find that a lot of the times, especially when we talk about trending stories, we talk about the same stories, because usually when something is trending, it's trending for everybody. So everybody has to have something unique. But how important is it to actually be doing something that you love or something that you're passionate about? Is that important, or is it more important to find something that will attract more viewers?
It's gonna depress you if you're trying to do content on topic that you're not passionate about. It will depress you. It's depressing. People think talking about money is fun. It gets boring. Trust me, I used to work in a finance space. I used to talk about finance. I used to make forex videos. I used to talk about forex strategies. People knew me there. I even have a page that is almost 75,000 followers that is on forex. But because I'm not passionate talking about money, because money doesn't drive me. Okay, I have things that I am passionate about, and so people think, no, if I just talk about money, no, you get bored. Passion, there has to be passion in the topic that you actually talk about. Passion, but remember, sometimes passion can be built on an idea, on a certain idea that you are bringing. Like for instance, I used to think, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can do entertainment topics on the basis of morality. So it's an idea. I don't like entertainment. I like watching you guys talk about it. But I don't like it that I will be interested in talking about it all the time. But on the morality point of view, I did those type of videos and stuff like that, and they gave me kind of like a direction. It's just that I'm not passionate about that. Quickly, I find that, okay, for me, okay, maybe someone might do it and it might be a great video, great channel thing. For me, the issue was that I always clashed with the fact that I'm talking about a person who doesn't have a moral point of view. Or a person, I'm questioning Mishali, who does not have a God point of view. So she devalues marriage. She devalues it. For her, it makes sense for her to do that. So for me, I found it very depressing talking about that. So I left it. But it's something like that.
Okay, so you're mentioning that there was a time where you used to talk about money, so your content was different then. Was this the same channel or was it a different channel?
I've had 10 channels.
And I've seen when you search for you have different, you've had 10 channels. You've had 10 channels or you have 10 channels?
No, right now I only have church reality vlogs and church reality check, and I have church reality podcasts, which I intended to post the long form interviews as one post. On the main channel, I post interviews in pieces because I found that it makes it easier for you to title a video nicely. You can put an entire topic on a video without losing the context of the whole subject. So that's why I prefer doing my interviews differently. It's not a strategy, it's just something that I noticed. I can pull the entire interview, but put it in pieces so that I can have more ways of titling that one video. But also it allows you to recoup on the money that you spent on making the video. And so there was also that part of it. So the Church Reality podcast was meant to host all the bigger interviews, which maybe I'll do later and stuff like when I invest a little bit more into audio. The second channel, I had meant it to be anything else that I don't mean to have on the main channel. Like right now, I want to have another Church Reality check. It's going to be on international pastors. So maybe American, those type of topics, but nothing in Africa. Everything Africa on the main channel. And so when I say I've had 10 channels, I mean back then, channels that I lost. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. So
yeah.
I got banned so many times because I didn't understand copyright. People will give you a strike, even though you were in the right. They just give you a strike. Shiri gave me a strike that actually got me to lose my 17,000 channel last time. But anyways, we have passed that.
Yeah. But would you say that as a YouTuber, you have to maybe allow yourself to evolve when it comes to YouTube? Because sometimes we get stuck with the channel, especially when you've worked so hard to grow the channel. And now you feel stuck with the audience that expects certain kind of content. And you're feeling like maybe you want to do something different. Is it always better to move to a different channel, or do you evolve it on the channel that you are on and just introduce new things to the audience that you already have? Because you will find that people will be like, Dad, but this is not why I came to this channel. This is not what I subscribed to this channel. How do you handle that?
If you pivot on your current channel, if you pivot to a new topic and you find that the audience, I wouldn't pivot on a bigger channel. I will only pivot on a smaller channel. Smaller channel, 5,000 under. Once you cross 10,000, if the topic that you are bringing up new is in the same bracket, let's say, for instance, you are talking about entertainment still, but now you are now podcasting profiling episodes. You are doing profiling more. Who is where is right now? You know, like those type of videos. If you do those videos and you find that those videos do actually start benefiting you and stuff like that, pivot and fully focus on those videos and maybe make 4 or 5 videos. Like, for instance, there were people that were doing entertainment and then they stumbled on the topic of crime with what's her name? The Kelly Kumalo case and stuff like that.
Senzo Meyiwa, yeah.
Senzo Meyiwa. So the Senzo Meyiwa gave them a hint to, hey, okay, let me talk about cases. And like, for instance, Bongani is doing very well in crime. But you will notice he didn't just, he was doing entertainment, but then when he found that topic, he stuck to it. He stuck to the topic. But he didn't just stick to it. Look at what the smart of Ubongani, something he won't tell you. Of course, he does it at the back of his mind. He then learned himself into law and criminal law and process. When he explains the process of cases, the process of investigation, you can hear he's invested himself into understanding that particular topic. That's what blows up a channel, is that he pivoted, but when he pivoted, he then learned himself in that particular thing, and now you find your success. So you can pivot, but pivot towards, like, for instance, Basalan, I'll say this now, and you can quote me on this. If you never have to pay a private fee, I don't do private sessions for people. I am telling you this now. Like, for instance, let's say, for instance, Lemohan Malathi. If you find Lemohan Malathi, she was here earlier on in the video. What is it that is different about Lemohan? Lemohan follows a certain lane of content. It's in church and spirituality, but it's a certain lane. It's Basotho, Lesotho, language, and you know, she deals with that type of lane of content, and she found a success doing that. She's not trying to be a Ricky.
No, I get that. And obviously when you come on YouTube, there's obviously people that are going to like you, there are people that are going to love you, and but there's also the other type, okay? The people that are going to come, it's either they don't like you, they don't like your content, but will be coming with very negative and discouraging comments. Did you, at the beginning of your journey on YouTube, how did you deal with that? Because I find that too, it can be very discouraging to a smaller YouTuber when you come across those. Sometimes you can have 100 positive comments and have 2 that are negative. For some reason, the 2 just get stuck in your mind. How do you deal with the, what is your process in dealing with the comment section?
Okay, first things first. I'll be very clear, and I want you to note me. It's the same thing I've said to Sims, right? I'll tell you now. It's exactly what I said to Sims, right? Sisters, you're gonna starve or you're gonna make content. You choose. If you want to take the comments seriously, you are not serious. Okay? Because some of these comments, there are people who are angry. They don't want you there because they can't see how you got yourself there. So they would rather just drag. You know, people are dragging. That's Twitter for you. That's like, it's like Twitter. There's Twitter streets. So it's the same thing I said to Sims. I said, sisters, post the video and leave the comments. Don't read nothing. Just until you build the standard of the comments. make the video, post it, leave the comment. You can't tell us that when you want to eat, listen, there are places, Bazalani, out here, that's why they say, I want people to understand me. If you want people on your side, you are joking. You are joking. If you are going, that's why they say it's a men's world. When they say it's a men's world, it's not an offensive thing to women. It means that it takes the guts and balls of a man to take on this world. So post your video, read the comments until you've built the stamina to read the comments.
Read the comments, yeah. In a way, take care of your mental health first. You want to make money, but you don't want to be mentally affected by it, so you can just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me, the comments that I can't deal with more than anything is the comments that where people you can hear what the person didn't listen to the video. Maybe they just saw the title and maybe they don't listen to the whole video to hear your point, but they just, comment in the beginning of a video or from a title and or from a thumbnail, for an example, because I do want us to talk about the thumbnails, because I feel like as a YouTuber or a content creator, you spend a lot of time trying to understand how your thumbnail is supposed to be like, how your title is supposed to be like. And sometimes, because as a creator, you understand what a thumbnail is supposed to do and what a title is supposed to do, the viewers will come on your video and comment on the title and the thumbnail that they don't like that, but forgetting that that's exactly what the thumbnail and the title is supposed to do. It's supposed to make them click into the video. So the fact that the viewer is commenting on the thumbnail and the title, it means that the thumbnail and the title work. Now they just need to listen to the video. But explain to us the process of you creating your thumbnails. What is your thought process in that? What are you thinking about when you're creating your thumbnails, and also your titles? And have you had a title that has offended people that you have had to go back and change it?
First of all, unfortunately, the Bible says it is folly. This is Proverbs. It says it's folly for a person to dismiss a topic without hearing. Okay, so Proverbs, I hold Proverbs to be true on that one, that people are going to dismiss a thing. It's foolishness. Unfortunately, the Bible says so. It's not me. Don't hate me. That's the Bible. It says it is foolishness to dismiss a topic before hearing it. So, you as a person who created the content, don't make the title deceptive. Because there are some of our colleagues here, they will make the title deceptive, so that when you get inside, you're like, Haibo, this is not what I'm watching. But there, it is your problem. You don't have a good titling. You must.
Yeah, we want people to watch here.
And so at that point, and also, Bazalani, that's a very bad thing, because over time people will not trust your titles. So every time your title comes up, they're just gonna. It will not happen instantly. You will keep getting clicks. Don't worry, but there will come a point where YouTube stops recommending, because every single time we see your channel, we avoid it because we know when you are clickbaiting, even though it might be true. So over time, it's not good. It will ruin your view to that particular. Because remember, YouTube has 3 badges of people that it sends notifications. Number 1, the first batch of notification people are people that mostly watch 1 or 2 videos of yours in the first 24 hours. So these people are the first batch. If these people watch the video to a certain level, YouTube will recommend the video to the second batch of people. The second batch of people don't have to be subscribed to you, but there are people that react after the first batch has watched your videos. So if the first batch of subscribers or notification people stop seeing your videos because they've been avoiding you, the second batch is not getting your notification. Like, I'll give you an example. Your channel, mostly, I see the notification of your channel after 6 hours, every time. So I never get a notification instantly. I always have to see the notification after 6 hours, but it will be within the first 12 hours. So which means if the people that watch your channel constantly stop watching, I will not get recommendation after 6 hours. That's why videos start doing bad on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's how videos go viral on YouTube, is because the first batch reacted, then the second batch of people start to react. And then if you see that type of thing, how do you build back? Think about it. You sit down, you strategize, how do I build the trust of people? And then you start working on that and go back. But but of course, there's that group of people. We're not going to change their mind. They've made up their mind. They're not going to listen to Dando. It's period. She is not going to tell me the truth. She's not going to tell me any value. So there are people like that. You must just accept it. That way, if you accept it, we won't have to pamper your emotions about it, okay? There are people that are just not going to listen.
Okay, and can we talk about how long the videos are? Because obviously there's videos that are less than 8 minutes and videos that are more than 8 minutes. And that is kind of significant when you are a YouTuber to understand what the difference between the two is. And what would you recommend for somebody that actually is starting out as a YouTuber? Would you say that they must go for long form videos or maybe go for short form? And what would be the difference? And what should they expect between the two? If they go for long form, what should they expect?
Okay. So let's deal with the first one. Which one should you choose? Bazalani, how long can you say something? I remember there's a guy by the name of Ilya Smith. He's an editor. He's a professional editor. He edits for people like Logan Paul and what. He's on YouTube. He says this particular point about whether you should keep content in your video. He says, how long can you speak without repeating a particular point? If you start repeating points under 10 minutes, your video has no point being 10 minutes. If you start, I remember one YouTuber asked me, Ricky, why don't you make your videos longer than 8 minutes? I said, I've not come to the growth of speaking for 8 minutes without repeating myself. It took me 2 years. Hear me well. It took me 2 years for me to drill myself to a point where I actually had more to say after 8 minutes. And so, first of all, don't just want your video to be 8 minutes. First of all, think about what points would you make which will not have you repeating points after a certain point of speaking. That's the thing that determines your video length. Number two, if you have certain things that you're going to talk about in the video, highlight them in the beginning so that people know after you've said these points, you are still going to mention these other points. And so sometimes it helps to decide. It helps to actually, it takes us back to the previous video, titles and so forth. It helps to help you have a good title to say, okay, 9 things I did not believe about Thabo Bester's hearing today. You know, so such a point, it highlights, yes, you are still talking about what happened today, but you have 9 points you are going to list out. So of course, you know, people might be impatient with how you make videos. So they know there's still 9 more points that you're still going to. So work around your title and the length of the video. That's the thing to work around. And also determine the video length by how long you can speak without repeating yourself. All right. The point about what to look out for short form content and for long form content. On short form content, value is the most highest thing. I remember I watched a person, this other guy, he was breaking down the video of Black Coffee's. He's new. I think he only has like 2 months doing the videos. He spoke for 30 minutes and he spent so much time processing his thoughts. And I'm like, I don't have to see that. I don't have to see you processing your thought about the video. And so Listen, I don't have to listen to you say, You'll notice that I realize that I have a lot of things to say. So I speak fast because I want to load. You don't have time to go out and say, okay, no. Hit on point. When I know that I'm done with my thought, I keep quiet. So if you notice that you spend too much time, guys, I don't know, there are words, research this thing. Oh, Jesus, we have too short of time. There is a term about how words of disengagement. It's called words of disengagement. Research the topic, okay? Go and research words of disengagement. There are things that you say that actually make people to disengage with your content. Like, let's say, that was my thought, leadership. You start the video is 10 minutes. And then at 3 minutes, you say, that's the thing that I had to think, I was thinking about. You are disengaging the viewer. That's the thing that kind of sparked my thoughts, guys. I don't know about you. Once you start saying, I don't know about you, at 3 minutes, the video is 10 minutes, and you still want me to keep watching. You're not serious. And so there are words of disengagement. So learn those words and stop saying them. Practice your mind not to say words of disengagement in the beginning of the video. So structure your videos that way. Let's move on.
Listen, I want to go back and a little bit because, guys, I hope you guys are taking notes because I am, okay? I think I had asked a question about titles, okay?
Yeah.
And I asked a question about titles because I do want us to sort of give the viewers or the people that want to start YouTube channels or are starting out, or even us who have already started out, we always want to improve. Sort of resources in terms of, like, if you've got any apps that you can recommend for thumbnails. And also I did want you to answer the question of, have you ever changed something on your video after you felt like maybe people were offended by the video, maybe your title, maybe even your thumbnail? Have you ever done that before, or even deleted a video because of the reaction of the viewers? And then I just wanted to touch on if you've got any apps that you can recommend for the viewers in terms of creating thumbnails, because I find that for me, that's the biggest challenge, because I don't take myself as somebody that is very creative. Thumbnails are the most challenging. I can sit and talk and do a video. When I have to do a thumbnail, it's a stressful time because I know it's very important to do a good thumbnail, but I'm not so good at it. So tell us about maybe some ideas in terms of the thumbnails and the titles.
All right. So first of all, let's talk about titles. There is ChatGTP, please. Okay, go on ChatGTP. Think about the idea of what you want to title the video or what the topic is around the video. Okay, let's say, for instance, Dr. Makutumani. What? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's Makutumani. Yes, Dr. Nandipa.
Dr. Nandipa. She was slapped by a sangoma and another inmate. You see, that's a more interesting topic because you've put an identity on a person we don't know. Notice, you've put an identity on a person we don't know. So sometimes you'll notice in my title, I know I'm about to talk about a prophet, but the prophet is not known. So I don't put his name in the title. I just say prophet did this. So it helps the person to engage with the content, because once I put the title there or the name of the person, they're like, this one, we don't have to watch this one because they might not like the name. So sometimes don't have the name of the person. If you know that the person is not known, or if you know that the person's name is discouraged, or put an identity. So there are times to put an identity to it. There's times when not to put an identity. So in a topic like that, Sangoma, people are like, hey, Sangoma did right. And then you put Besta there. People are going to click. But in that particular light of noting a point of identities, also don't put all caps. Don't do that thing of all caps. Caps emphasize importance. So on a certain word of importance, put caps and then put everything in small letters. That will help highlight the person what is the most important thing. Like you should not leadership. This also goes for you.
Yes.
If you have 4 topics, if you have 4 stories, you can see this particular point I'm making right now on a video that I made yesterday. I was talking about 3 different stories, but I highlighted only 1 story. Even right now, the video that I want to upload right now, I have 3 stories that I deal with in the story, but which one is the most clickable on that particular story? You name it on that basis. Instead of just having names, sometimes leadership, when you also do it, you just put names. What about the names?
I do, and mostly on my morning lives, because I'm like, listen, I no time here. You just know I'm talking about this person. You will say it. Definitely, I do that.
So sometimes put misspelling leadership. Things that you're not intending to put an entire sentence, but put words that will help the viewer know. Okay, if you're saying Thabo Bester appeared in court, what about the appearance? So one word, think of one word that actually emphasizes that particular point. So that you can have that particular thing. So if you can do that, but then again, another thing, take that particular wording or subject matter that you want to put the video about, go to ChatGTP and say to ChatGTP, give me 10 examples for a title around this. And then it will help you think of what is more intriguing. And then out of those examples that it gives you, choose words. Don't take the entire title. No, choose the words that are around that it suggests, because certain words might spark an interest or certain words might be more interesting. Okay, that's on the title, okay? On the thumbnail, do not have more than 3 words on a thumbnail. 3 words maximum. Now, what are the 3 words that explain this video for you? And so, for example, recently I did a video on the story of Makanenise and stuff like that. So what's the most offensive thing when it comes to Christianity? It's salvation. It's how people are actually off on salvation. And that's my biggest topic. So I highlight them talking about money and salvation. So someone will say, listen to this pastor asking for money. You see, that's a way of thinking of a person who's not a content creator. Okay, pastors talk about money, they offend us all the time. But then once I attach salvation to the title, hey man, what did he say about money and salvation? So I've created a point of interest. It's not far away from what the person is going to find inside there. So in the video, I'll put on the thumbnail, I'll put tithing to salvation or tithing for salvation. So a person is like confused. This is not a line. This is not a statement. So it's broken English in a way, but it helps the person know the 2 things that they're going to find. And then once I start the introduction, in the first 10 seconds, on this video, we're going to talk about Pastor Makanenise and how he is misinterpreting the subject of tithing and salvation. I've gotten the person. I've captured the topic. So it affirms for the person. It affirms for the person that they are watching the right video. So they stay watching.
Okay, and on changing the title, changing the thumbnails, depending on the response of the viewers, do you do it, or once you make that decision, that's it, the video is up and you don't change anything based on the response?
Nope. If you feel you have to respond to it, respond to it. There is no one point answer to it. I remember I once made a video on Ayanda, the gospel musician. And I didn't even realize that even I looked at it wrong. So I made a video saying, hey man, that was a mistake. That was a blunder there. And that is the last time I can actually remember making a blunder of such a kind. Nowadays, I check and recheck before I actually think. So it's only when I know I am wrong. So there are certain bases of which I make when I make a video. I want to make sure that I am not being just a meaning for mean's sake. Okay, I actually have a point, biblically and so forth. And also, second point that I also try to make sure, on the thumbnail, I never put anything in the thumbnail that I cannot justify. Okay, I stay away from anything like that. I would just rather have a person on the side of the picture and me on the side. So I don't put thumbnails that are provocative or anything like that. But deleting videos, I have deleted videos where I felt that video did not have the right intention. As a matter of fact, I want to make, it's an old video, it was an old topic. And on that particular video, I might have been right on making the video, but hi man, it just didn't sit well with me. So there are videos like that where, you know, I just scrapped the video. I won't delete the video. What I'll do is I'll go back into the editor. On YouTube, it allows you to edit the video after it's been on, where I scrap the whole video and just leave 5 seconds of the video. So why? The people that watch that video are history. YouTube wants that history in order to determine the people that watch your channel. So I don't delete the video because of that. Do not delete videos. Okay, you are losing the history of the people that have watched your videos previously. So yeah.
So even when, because, you know, when you worry about the response of, you know, how the algorithm works for your channel, for an example, let's say I've noticed that if you have videos that are doing well, one after the other, and then you have a video that doesn't do well at all, and then you would feel like it affects how the next one gets recommended. So when you post a video and initially, and you can see, okay, the response is not so good, is it a good idea to just delete it in the beginning, or you still say even then don't delete it? If you just take it out, you'll be like, you know what, if by the hour, for an example, I don't have 200 people that have watched this video, then it means it's not going to do well. Maybe I shouldn't have this on my channel. So maybe the algorithm won't, I don't know, won't consider it, even though it will, because you posted it and then you deleted it. Would you recommend that, or would you say still don't delete the video?
I would not, that particular point, I would say you really have to think about what I said last time. You know, were you on the wrong point to begin with on the video? If you're on the wrong point, don't have the video on your channel. Okay, state the right path, or on the next video, address it and then just pass. You say like, you know what, but don't make an entire individual video and you're now moping for us. We're not there. Just show a highlight that maybe you had an error or you had a mistake there. Highlight the mistake. Let me tell you something. People might love your channel, but they don't love error. Period. They will not stand for it. How are you correcting error and you are making error? It just doesn't. So highlight it, explain it, and also apologize. You must have that one in your at the back of your mind. If you were wrong on something, just come out, apologize, keep it moving. But then if you keep justifying yourself, no worry, one day they will all leave.
Okay. Now, I wanted you to maybe share the importance of being on multiple platforms when it comes to creating content. Is it important to be on multiple platforms? And what is the positives of that? What are the positives of being on multiple platforms with your content?
Okay, so first off, multiple content, it's new people everywhere. There's new people everywhere. On Facebook, I have 200-something thousand people there. Okay, they're not the people that are all on my channel. Most of them don't even know me from my channel. They only know me from Facebook. As a matter of fact, over the last 6 months, all the people that I've met in person that know me, they don't know me from YouTube. Imagine, for all these years, I've been slaving on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
There are people that have never even watched. So if you think about it in the light of thinking that your people that are watching you on Facebook are the people that are watching you on YouTube, you are very wrong. People on Facebook are on Facebook. They don't like the search algorithm on YouTube. They watch Facebook, they end it there. There are people that don't even know that I have entire videos. They think, how you post 2-minute video? They don't even know, like they are not even aware, like completely. So create content on all these multiple platforms, but have a caveat on all the platforms. I am growing on TikTok, but I don't like TikTok. I don't want to just be famous there for no reason. I'm not interested in being famous. Okay, so I'm not just going to be there busy making videos and become famous. As you know, my status of famous does not match up with. So
that is
on
not true
TikTok,
about
I haven't found the thing to make videos individually on TikTok for. So if I make a commentary, I make it on the main channel. On Facebook, I've found that I'm still very experimental. Like for instance, right now I've just found that the algorithm on Facebook is stupid, like particularly copyright. It will take your video goes viral, it credits it to someone, you don't even get paid. And so what I've figured, I now understand why people actually on Facebook, they will put a video and then they'll put a funny video on top. They'll put a funny video. So you wonder, why don't these videos look nice? Why don't they edit them? It's because they are trying to run away from the algorithm of copyright. Okay, it's intentional. It looks ugly for a reason.
Yeah, I also, my experience with TikTok, even though my TikTok was growing, at some point I was like, you know what, I don't know if I want to spend time posting anything on TikTok, because honestly, when you on social media now, I feel like you should be on social media, at least making a few rands, okay? And I felt like it's not as easy to make money on TikTok. The gift thing is just like you have to do the lives, and you get to a particular point where people are wanting to gift you. So for me, TikTok, I'm still lost as to what to do with the account. Maybe when they start giving us AdSense, then maybe I'll go on TikTok. But yes. And so let me just read this comment. Nomfundo Machika is also a YouTuber. This is so informative. I love it. Thank you guys for joining us. It was rough in the beginning. Walk with O is here. Walk with O, I haven't seen you here in a long time. Thank you so much for being here. I'm like it today. Yes, you like it today. Listen, you guys, I'll try and edit this in such a way that it makes sense, especially with the beginning being so rough. And let's talk about branding, because this is a topic that I'm very much interested in. Because listen, when I started YouTube, I don't know if I've told you that it wasn't really the money thing came after. I only find out after that you can. I knew that people are making money on YouTube, but I didn't think that people were gonna like. I was gonna have enough people that like my stuff for me to even make money.
The hobby is behind.
I didn't think that I was people were gonna like my content enough for me to make money. So I only realized afterwards that actually it is possible. So you see, now I'm distracted. So yes. So I had no plan in terms of how I wanted my YouTube channel to look like, especially in terms of branding. Like only now that I feel like, okay, now I need to start taking my stuff seriously. I'm thinking about, okay, my channel has to look different. I need to think about how I want my channel to look like. I need to think about the logos, everything, both my channels actually, because even Reality Buzz TV is doing quite well. It's actually right now has more money than Nomzete, surprising enough. So talk about branding. What are the things that you need to think about when you're starting a YouTube channel in terms of like branding your channel?
Okay, first of all, everybody's voice matters, but not everybody should voice out. Okay, that's a very important thing. We feel like we must all just be talking out here, just out here. For some people, they can't stand social media. Some people, they're just not social media thingy. But for you particularly, like I said to you when we started talking, you make it feel like you are the auntie of entertainment. Entertainment in South Africa needs that, because when you have a matured voice in your thingy, others they just come out here saying all kinds of things, and then you say with you're like, yeah, man, she's right. And so that shows you that your voice matters. But you have to be very clear that it must be that there is something. There must be some value that you bring. Your branding can literally be value. Sometimes we feel like branding means you have your logos, you have your colors. You know, people say no, your thumbnail must have a theme. There's no such a thing, Bazalani. Once people get used particularly to you, they get used to you. And so, first thing that is that's important for us to understand. What do you stand for? And so, if your first point of branding, it's you. What are you representing when you are speaking out about any of these topics? And so, if you miss that branding, any other branding doesn't matter. You'll have colors. You'll spend all the days fixing thumbnails. Listen, guys, if you go and you check Lemohang Malahle, she was here earlier on. You know, her thumbnails are just all over. She just puts things there. She puts, but the girl gets views.
Yeah.
The girl gets views. She is not playing out here. Why? Because her voice is the first point of branding. If you don't have that in place, like for instance, we are not all Tate Mukoto. Mukoto is the gentleman that you see me in his studio. He has a studio, the cameras there. When you get there, you get confused. Even me, when I go there, I become a child, like in a toy play store, you know. And so you get there, you get confused. But because I understand, my branding is me, personally, me, the person. So brand, be very clear about what you stand for. Be extremely clear about what you stand for. If you're not clear on that branding, call to these are the things of you're gonna have nice thumbnails. People are there to listen to a voice first before they listen to any other thing. And you must stand on what you say. Don't copy other people's ideas and then you want to, because you won't know how to answer going forward. I'll leave it there.
Yeah. I thank you so much, you guys. We're learning so much. I don't know if you guys are learning, but I am. I could have this conversation for like forever and ever. I have a few questions, then we'll close. But I think we need to do this again because we had a rough start, but I also feel like there's just so much more to talk about. And maybe if you do it at a different time, also there will be people that will be wanting to come on and ask questions. So let me just read the comments. There's just Lucy Brown says, "Hi, Ntando and Church, reality check. I feel like I'm late, but I know for sure I'll pick up some wisdom nuggets. Thank you for this. Thank you, just Lucy. Yes, you can rewind, but I think I will have to edit this video because we had a rough start at the beginning. So you might have to skip when you're rewinding the live. Work with all reality TV, making more money. This is a question. Okay, I was wondering where the money question was coming. Is it because Umkosi is not respected by a YouTuber, or is it views that make a difference? I can answer this one. The views. You could be talking about nappies here on YouTube. If you get the views, you get the money. But I'll let Ricky answer. And then Phil, I don't know if Phil is on the right channel, because Phil is saying, please pray God blesses me with a soulmate, life companion, real soon in Jesus' name. I've been praying for a soulmate, life companion for 29 years. I don't know if this is the right channel, but maybe they'll pray for you, Phil. And then Pulugo Tlamesha says, and thumbnail is really hard for me. Oh, Pulugo, I can relate. And you know, when you're posting daily, you have to do thumbnail. Like I always say that when I make enough on my channel to hire people, I'm definitely getting somebody to do my thumbnails, because that is very difficult for me. So here is a question by Walk with O saying, are you making more money? Is it the views, or is it because you don't do gossip?
Okay, what's the question?
Is reality TV making more money? More than who?
Okay.
That's a question. Is he making money than he used to, or is he making money compared to the gossip channels? I don't know which one he's asking, but maybe let's answer both. Are you making more money now than you used to? And do you feel like you're making more money than people doing entertainment?
No, entertainment and church reality content is the same. It's classified as news. And so these type of videos all have the same CPM. We are all around at most $2.50. If they are treating you nicely, Shem, you are
Yeah,
$2
if
something.
you're kind.
If you are that kind. But there are times people don't understand YouTube and do YouTube as a hobby, and be very clear about the hobby, and love to talk to people, have that love. There are people that are like that. They have the love to talk to people. They just love being creative and stuff. It will help you, because me, when I started YouTube, I didn't do YouTube for money. I did YouTube because I thought it helped me reach people, more people. I used to do evangelism in person. If you've heard my testimony, you know that. I started doing what I am doing on YouTube in person. I used to go to schools and stuff like that. So I only started on YouTube because people that I was teaching in schools were leaving the schools. So they wanted ways to connect with me.
Yeah.
2010, that's how I started my channel. We've been out here for longer than yesterday. Okay, we've been doing content for over. So that was the first thing. Number two, yes, when Facebook came through, it was doing very well. I mean, the thing was, it was paying very nicely. But Facebook has not figured out its algorithm. Right now, for Facebook, you might get paid for 30% of the viewership. Okay? I'll give you an example. Last month, we got 1 million views on Facebook, but the adverts probably played on less than 100,000 of those adverts. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And the CPM was very low. Why is the CPM low? Because people spend the budget of the quarter in December. So in January, February, March, the adverts are terrible. So if the ad do normalize, they will likely normalize April, May going forward, because there's a new budget there. Every single 3 months, different budget might increase your thing. But right now on Facebook, we were making nothing. It's not even gonna pay my internet, because the ads were very terrible in the thing. So making more money will discourage you. Okay, create content because you love creating content, and then you will find your way through that. The whole thing of money, you will be discouraged. You will quit by tomorrow. This thing will discourage you.
They don't know. Puluko has a question, but I want to answer the question by all that is directed to me, and then maybe you can take Puluko and Walk with all says, Ntando, the question is for you, or between your two channels. You said the other channel is making more money than Dan because it's the views. This is what I'm saying. I've said to people on my channel, listen, you guys, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, all is fair game. You can make more money than the person that has 200,000 subscribers if you are getting the views. So if you go check my views on my, because on Tanomdlacha now I do mainly gossip, and because I don't have as much time as I used to, I'm not doing as many videos and I'm not getting as much views on Tanomdlacha. Whereas on Reality Buzz podcast, it's the reviews. The show is going to go on, and once Utano Nesembu is on, people are expecting the review and they are going to watch it. Okay, so it's the response is different. That's why I even decided to separate the channels, because the people that watch those two, I realize it's two different groups of people. There are people that watch both, but there are people that just prefer reality TV shows. There are people that prefer Umkosi. And because the views are better on a Reality Buzz TV, even on the lives, if you go check the lives, the views are better than Danomdlacha. And obviously the money is better there. So that's the reason that I have more money on on Reality Buzz than Danomdlacha. It's the views, okay? If I can get views on Danomdlacha again, then I can make more as well. But Puluko is saying, what would you advise for me to get more hours to be monetized? I need 900 hours. I don't know if you know Puluko's channel. She does family vlogs, like hey, the kids, the family, and shares sometimes parenting tips and all of that. That's the kind of content that she is doing. And guys, the 4,000 hours that they want, sometimes you will feel like it's an uphill. So that's what she's asking. What would you advise her to do in order for her to meet the hours?
Okay. 4,000 hours. Let's start with this thing here. You need a banger idea. Bazalwane, you don't understand. You would rather spend 2 hours, 4 days thinking about a dope idea. Like Bazalwane, Mina, sometimes, let me tell you, I hired an assistant just to send me ideas. I'm not kidding. There's an assistant who doesn't even come to the office now. He just sits at home, sends me stories. That's it. His job is look online, send me stories. So, because I want to combine. Once I take this story, take this story, take this story, take this story, and build one topic, you know, it builds like it's so rich. The story is rich. I wish I could just give you an example with the video that I shot earlier on today. On the video, I talk about T.I. Listen to how traverse these stories. I talk about T.I., the hip hop musician. I talk about there was a child in Malawi who was trending. I want to show this particular thought. This other child in Malawi who was beaten. They beat the child because the child went and stole maize meal to go and take home. So the video was trending all over the place. So I bring that story in because Bushiri had the child. They were buying clothes for the child and, all that. And then I take that story and edit. Then there was a story of a pastor who was saying that Yahoo boys are going to go to heaven and whatnot. Now, I can make individual stories about these things, but look at this. Once a person comes watching the pastor who says, so you see, I title it around the pastor. So I don't want to title the story around the child. I don't want to title the story around Bushiri. I want to title the story around the pastor saying kids, thugs are going to heaven. So when I title the video around the pastor saying that, then I bring all these other stories as added value. A person already finds that, hey man, I got more value than I expected. The expectation was that the pastor was going to say people are going to heaven who are criminals. So now when I bring a child and I say, here's a child who was corrected, they show him love, they show him the right path, and they bring him up into a right form of obtaining things. If you don't have, ask others, that type of a thing. And then I quote a verse for the pastor to say, pastor, is a verse that says that a person should work for what he has. If you say criminals are thinking, and then I use the story of T.I., but do you see what I just did on this video? I do this on a daily basis. That's why my channel constantly, I'll hit another. Jesus! Because I constantly have value, and so I bring in the T.I. story. The T.I. story I bring it because there was a story recently trending where T.I.'s child was arrested. And why was T.I.'s child arrested? Because T.I.'s child has been recently behaving like a rascal. He wants to be a gangster. You see? So some of us who used to, I used to watch T.I.'s TV show, Hustle, what Family and stuff like that. And
when those kids were very young, I remember.
Yeah, he was a favorite. King was a favorite of the people because he was very vocal. He used to just talk anyhow. But then, now he wants to be a gangster. Now, T.I. came out. People were saying, why don't you tell your child how to behave? No. T.I. came out and he said, listen to me. If a child I've rebuked and I've corrected and he wants to be a criminal, I accept it. Let him be a criminal. He will learn the hard way. So in that way, you will realize that as you layer content, you are able to bring a solid idea. So this is for this person who's asking, they do family videos and what. Yeah. What's a better idea? What's an idea that you and your family are all around that you would do the video on, and actually the video will do very well. Even in the edit, it will do very well. And you don't have to make the video too long. That's how sometimes it's so easy. If you make a 10-minute video and people watch 4 minutes, 5 minutes of that video, and the video gets 20 to 30% of viewership, you will achieve that 30%, that 4 hours. Make a good video that has viral content in it, or that is a viral idea. Then you combine the ideas of a good title and a good thumbnail on it. Then you Gucci.
Yes, I hope Ntamehlo, Pulukon Ntamehlo is listening. And listen, I know those hours can be crazy, especially with the vlogs. But I've seen that you actually post every day, and I was like, wow, that's a lot. And listen, I don't know if you would consider this, because I think, to me, I've always thought of you as a housewife, and you know, I thought about your channel, and I was like, I wonder if it would work for you to do something like that. I would call like mini podcast kind of a situation, where you talk to other moms, and about their ideas on how they take care of their babies, what they get up to during the day. I don't know, because the thing about the hours, even though we complain that the hours, like 4,000 hours is a lot of hours, but trust me, if you're struggling to make the 4,000 hours, it's an indication that you are going to struggle to make money, because the hours are the views. So even if you get the 4,000, even if you get the 4,000 hours now, after you get the 4,000 hours and you monetize, you might not make money. You'll be a monetized channel that does not make money. So what Ricky is saying, that you still need to think, even if you were monetized, you will still need to think about that idea that is going to blow up for you on your channel, so that you can make money. Because what is the point of getting the 4,000 hours if you're not going to be getting the views? Because the fact that you are not making the 4,000 hours means that you're not getting enough views. So you really need to think about the thing that is going to blow up, so that you can make money on the channel. But good luck. I've been saying that you post a lot. I think vlogs are very challenging to edit. So I'm always impressed by the fact that you're able to post as much as you do. And then Pulugo said that, I thought Facebook is better money wise. There was a time that creators were doing well on Facebook, though, but recently I've been hearing people complain about the money not being so good, and also Facebook demonetizing certain accounts and all of that. Is it a recent thing, Ricky, or it's been like that on Facebook, that people have been struggling, or it's just now that things are not so well?
No, the thing is, I think I made an entire video. If people go on Church Reality Check on YouTube, on Facebook, I made an entire video breaking down some of the problems that Facebook is making that might be causing this for the algorithm. Because remember, all this, please remember this, all these platforms, what they are doing is they are using machine learning algorithms. All of them, they are using machine learning. Machine learning doesn't mean Mark Zuckerberg is there deciding what must be. So what Mark Zuckerberg will do is he will say, the goal is to get this. The goal is to enhance the mixture of Instagram and Facebook. So this has created problems for Facebook, because they are overdoing it with the Reels. The Reels are an Instagram thing, and it's trying to integrate an external source content into the platform. It's going to create problems, because now people are watching content from that side into this side. So I believe right now they're creating problems because they are trying to integrate too much stuff. And right now, Facebook has a lot of new adverts. They have this new advert called Threads. It's a very weird advert. I don't understand it. It's just in the middle. It actually drives you out of Facebook. It's a weird thing. Why do they have it there? And so that's a problem, is that they have new algorithm problems that they are bringing in. That's what's creating some of these problems with the money and whatnot. But you have to stick it out, because you know what? Is a move. And if Facebook can really go back, can master monetization, it will surpass Facebook. It will surpass YouTube, because the play sometimes does become good in a certain way. But at the moment, it's not that good. Leadership, I want to suggest something to that person who has a family vlog for me.
Yeah, yes.
If she's still here, maybe on our next one, let's have people who will show us their channel, and then we'll give advice. Okay?
Yes, I like that idea. I love that idea. So we'll have a next one, and I think we should do that the next one.
Okay.
Um Tabinho, guys, did I skip? And if I skipped your comment, please just rewrite it so I can read it. I was about to say the question was. You're saying, Ricky?
The suggestion. I want to make the suggestion for that person.
Oh yes, do that.
Have some form of a series. Okay, have some form of a series. It will give you an idea on how to build good video ideas. So for example, have an idea on a topic, something like for example, making lunch for the kids, and have a series on lunch for the kids. So it creates an audience for that, for you raising, because the topic is still around you raising your kids. And so have a series around making lunch for the kids, and maybe make one or two on the cheap side, and also lunch for the fancy. Research what type of things do people do lunch on for the fancy schools and stuff like that, and then integrate those schools thingy inside your titles. Different lunch boxes, and then see how people react to that. And then also a budget for good uniform. Where to get good budgets? Where have you found good bargains for uniforms and stuff like that? School kids shoes, how to keep the kids thing. Like there was this thing that kids from Soweto used to do with their shoes. I didn't understand, why are these kids' shoes always shining? There were things that they used to do with candles. I'm a candela. They will polish the shoe and then they will put a candela, what. So things like that. So
yeah. Okay. No, I think that's a good suggestion. I hope Puluko is still here, I think, and then she takes some of those suggestions. But we'll do that thing of maybe next time somebody wants us to look at her channel, and then we can see what our comments are on the channel. And then Tabinho says, how do you get monetized on Facebook? I thought it was by invitation, but I also want to read Finance with KRSA. She's saying, is social media a good way to marketing a business? Listen, I thought that was an obvious thing, you guys. Can it be a better way to market your business through social media? But I'll get Ricky's comment on that. And then Lindy Botiba says, wow, I caught a live, caught this in the middle. Yes, you guys, just rewind and skip the parts in the beginning when we were going crazy with the sound. A banger idea is what I need. We'll have to think hard. Yes, think about it, Puluko. And also, it's just gonna train you for when you are monetized and you can make money. So let me see if there's another question that I can. So what about? Why is this thing moving up so fast? Okay, let me do this. Okay. So what about tips, tools? What about tips and tools? Because is my niche. I asked Ntando to please go and review for me though. Lindy, I'm not understanding this. What about tips and tools? Because this is my niche. I asked Ntando to please go and review for me though. You mean review what, your channel? That's please explain your comment below and then we can go. But the question was the Facebook. I guess the requirements to get monetized on Facebook. That's what she's talking about. And also she said the question about, is it a good idea to market your business on social media?
Okay, so let's deal with the first one, monetization with Facebook. First thing to understand, with Facebook, you cannot, right now, unless I have heard people say that you can transfer your private page into your personal profile into a page. I haven't tried that one. That would be awesome if you can do it. So basically, it has to be a page for you to monetize. And so you create your page, and then the content must be, you must have at least 10,000 followers over there. If you have 10,000 followers over there and about 60,000 minutes, that's when you actually monetize. Minutes, not hours. Ne? So That's the first thing to note. So you need that number. But remember, first of all, create an idea. I'm going to hang on this one very well. If you want to be monetized on Facebook, you have to realize that that's not our topic. We are talking about YouTube. But anyways, I'll answer. If you want to create monetization for Facebook, do it on videos where there is mainly, or focus on videos that there is videos out there. I want to repeat that point.
Yeah.
Don't just stories. Don't just make a story. What's her name? So and so broke up with who? No one is searching that on Facebook, but they will be searching for videos, things that they have videos, things that have audios. They leaked a video. Oh, this husband is leaving his wife of 7. Well, you see, there is a video for that. So create those videos and create content around those videos and post that. Those ones will help you. That's how I got monetized. I got monetized in less than 4 months. And and the reason was I only focused on the stories where there was video. So I'll wait until there is a story that is a video, until there is a story that is a video, those are the ones where people are searching or hunting for that particular content. Those are the videos that are going to get you those minutes. So that's a very crucial one. The second question was what leadership?
Is it a good idea to market your business on social media?
Yes. The question is, how can you infuse content into the product of your business? If you sell one particular product, how can you diversify your advice around that product? Like, for instance, if you are in weight loss right now, Oprah, she's gone through an entire weight loss, entire years. There's articles out there, and she recently did an episode explaining her entire thing of weight loss and stuff like that. So if your products are around weight loss, you go back and look at what are the disadvantages of that particular thing. So anything in weight loss, anything gym, anything where they're talking about gym, be in that community. That's your community, because your community is gym people. Okay, all this trend of girls trying to attract men in the gym. So how health has infused itself with relationship hunting, and that's a video for you, and that's content for you, and all that entire stuff. So understand gym culture and then infuse it into your content if you are doing gym thing, or if your product has to do with gym and stuff like that. So understand the audience that you are dealing with and what type of people, and how many times can you look. Oh Jesus, just listen to what I said before. Build ideas around those things, and then there you go.
Yes. Okay. No, so Puluka says, oh no, Tabi Nyoni, Puluka, listen to this one, because Tabi is saying the ideas that you were giving, she would actually watch that. So that gives you an idea. She said she would watch that. So maybe it's a good idea to take the advice. I was actually starting an idea, getting back to myself through weight loss journey. And for the first time, I got weight loss.
There you go.
Can I just say weight loss? Like, listen, I like watching people lose weight, but I'm not losing it myself. Sometimes I think it's eventually going to get me to gym. I like watching people exercise. I like watching people eat healthy, but I just don't get to do it myself. Okay. Weight loss, like show people how you're losing the weight, you're weighing yourself, and then today this is what I ate, and this is what. Good idea. That can be a series. In fact, like Rico was saying, not a lot of people are doing that content though in South Africa, I feel, so that can do well for you as well. So I like the idea of scrutinizing YouTube channels. I do YouTube tutorials, and I don't talk. My videos drive a lot of new views and not returning subscribers. Am I shooting myself in the foot? You do tutorials, but you don't talk. What does that mean though? Okay, my videos drive a lot of new viewers, but not returning subscribers. Am I shooting myself in the foot? So how are you doing your videos? That's what I would like to know, because I'm not understanding that. If you're doing the tutorials, but you are not. Are you understanding it? Because I'm not getting it fully. Okay, maybe you can explain.
I'm not clear on the thingy, but I think there is this thing. If you are doing content for growth, for YouTube growth, you have to understand that there is 3 levels of growth. There are people who are trying to grow from scratch. There are people who are trying to grow, currently growing, and there are people that are trying to grow, having grown. These are 3 different areas of growth. So if your content can accommodate all 3, not in one video, on your as your series, it becomes a series. So for instance, on my channel, you will find that I do videos. I used to do videos as a judge. I'll do a video as a policeman. I'll do a video as a health inspector. So I speak as if I am a person within that particular field for my content. I'm creating a variety aspect to the same topic, but I'm speaking like the average person who's watching me now. You see, now I'm creating something that they can relate to. I'm creating. I would have loved to actually have a kitchen so that I can portray myself as a chef and still serve in doctrine. So I'm bringing it's the same idea, but I am doing it within the light of how everyday people interact with content. So if you are thinking about how to grow, how to build your content for returning subscribers, you have to think about these 3 type of groups. There are people that are trying to grow as beginners. They want to know how to get subscribers, how to get viewership, how to build good ideas. That's a different group. And then you have people that are starting to doubt their content. They're starting to doubt, am I making good videos? How do I know if I'm making good videos? You know, so these are different people, but you will have to have all 3 levels. You can't have one. Have all 3 levels of growth in your channel. That will build returning.
Okay, Toby says you digress to Facebook. So I asked, yeah, and I mean, I guess that's a whole other topic, like making money on Facebook. We can do it maybe one time, and just talk in detail about Facebook. Thank you so much. I'm happy, Pulugo. Thank you for being here. You can also get your next video idea from within your comments on that weight loss video, because you will be answering someone's question. Exactly, you guys. Listen, I always say, if I didn't have a 9 to 5, I think I would be killing it on YouTube, because there are videos that I'll be reading the comment section and I'm at work. Sometimes it's lunch and I'm like, I want to answer this person, but I don't have enough time to do all of the videos that I want to do sometimes, because I do work. But you guys, you get so many video ideas from the comment section. Tabi is right. So if you are somebody that has the time to go through the comment section, and so that you can answer people through a video, instead of answering in the comment, you go through a video, then it is a video idea. The fact that the person has that question maybe, or had an opinion, and you want to be like, but this is what I think, then yeah, I think it's a good idea. Dando, you skipped my question. I do tips and tools, DIY on hygiene. Please do review for me, okay? So you want us to say what? Like to advise on your channel? That's what I'm trying to get. I do DIY on hygiene. Please do a review for me. But if you want us to review your channel, maybe join us in the next session, where we'll be going to your channel, see what kind of content you're doing, how your thumbnails are looking like, and then you can get the comments from Ricky, because I can't comment on anybody's thumbnail. The title, maybe we watch a little bit of your video and see what it's all about, and see if we've got comments. Even the viewers can say, I would watch this video, or I wouldn't watch this video because of this thing. So I do tips and tools, do DIY on hygiene. Please, what I will say about your content like that is timeless. Okay, in terms of like, you're always going to get, like 10 years from now, you're always going to have somebody that wants to know how to do whatever when it comes to do it yourself on hygiene. Okay, it's timeless. But what you have to think about is, if you want to create content that is going to get you a lot of views now and make you money now, is that the type of content? But definitely your video will probably be getting more views than my video, where I'm talking about Mishali dating a married man today, when in 10 years' time she'll be married to some businessman and nobody will care who she was dating back then. My video won't be getting views in the future. It might get views now, but not in the future. So I think when you do timeless content, you can't expect like results now. Am I right, Ricky?
Okay. I just went to the channel right now. Okay. Okay.
Channel
Yeah,
yes.
Lindy's.
Yes.
And for us, Lindy, build a catalog. That's the first thing. Okay. That's the first thing you need. Don't mind the viewership. Build the catalog, and your thumbnails right now, they're good. Don't worry, they're very unique. The way you are making the videos, they are very, very unique. Keep them that way, so that way it will be clear with your thing. Because your channel does not even give me the option of putting the most popular. I can't even put it because you don't have a catalog at the moment. So first, decide on the schedule, because you don't seem to have a schedule right now. The last video that I see, it says a month ago, then you have a month ago, then it's like you posted 2 videos a month ago, then you have videos that say two weeks ago, 13 days ago. So first, establish a schedule. If you're going to upload 2 times a week, upload 2 times a week on particular days. Let the algorithm get used to what days you upload. So that's the first thing to start with, Lindy. But your videos right now, perfect. So I see you said the essentials of hair. Thank you very much, leadership. And so your videos right now, perfect. You put yourself in the thumbnail, you put the product out there. That helps the person to distinguish things. Your most viewed video has 40-something views. That tells you your channel is more popular than my channel. People don't understand. When your channel is still new, YouTube pushes your channel way more than our channels. That's why you'll have 30 subscribers, but have a video with 40 views. How is that possible? Okay. And so that tells you YouTube pushes you guys a lot more. But what you need right now is that you need a catalog. A person must have watched one video and watched the other video. That's why you will hear when I make videos, I always say other videos done today, they will be down in the pinned comments. I'm making a reference to another video. And when YouTube sees that, I always tell people to do that. Always tell people you have another video in the pinned comment. Have another video in the pinned comment. So that when YouTube, if it's in your, actually, matter of fact, in your analytics, there is a part where it says how many videos has a person watched at a time. So for me, I post 3 videos a day. My goal today, I posted 1, unfortunately, because I'm here within time. And so have at least a video in the pinned comment, but announce it that you have a video in the pinned comment, so that YouTube can see this person went from watching this video and watched this video. They literally have a matrix to watching how many videos. That way it will allow you, hey guys, if you want to see a video where I actually talk about how to get rid of dry skin or itchy skin and stuff like that, then they know where to go. And so if you are doing hygiene leadership, that's a perfect subject. Do hygiene for different type of things, but do a series, Luena. Do one for gym people. What is hygiene for thingy? Okay, some people don't even know that drinking water actually factors into all highlight those things. Highlight why do women have why do parts start smelling? Things like that. Some people struggle with things like that. They don't understand. It's an issue of hygiene, what you are eating, and all those things. So infuse those things, what they are eating and what, and advising that, and you will be able to build a catalog much more easier and much more quickly. But also pay attention to the comments. It will help you grow your channel. So we are very unique. Build on it. Go hauls. What do hauls look like? What do you get? You don't even have to buy. People don't understand it. People have made hauls about buying. Hauls can be you going and pricing. I saw this thing here that cost this much. You didn't buy it, you priced it. I just gave you an idea. Leave it.
Yes, that's a good idea. Anyway, you guys, that was great. I hope it helps, Lindy. I hope it helps. Just Lucy says it's makeup tutorials. Sorry. Oh, okay. You're doing a makeup tutorials. Here's the thing about makeup, okay? For example, me who doesn't really wear makeup on a daily basis, I might want to go to a function and one day I'm like, listen, I want to do my eyebrows for once, okay? So I think that my makeup tutorials are for people that don't know how to put on makeup, but they want to improve, you know? And the people that already know how to wear makeup, they might not watch as much. Maybe they're just getting ideas, you know, I want to use this color, whatever. But there is a thing that the US makeup content creators are doing, which is they do makeup, but they do other content. And a lot of them will be doing true crime content while doing their makeup, you know. And I haven't seen a lot of that in South Africa, where you can do, basically you're showing people how to do makeup, but at the same time you're telling a story, okay? Depending on what you like to do. For an example, I haven't seen anybody. I would definitely watch somebody do makeup and do a review of a TV show. For an example, I would definitely watch somebody do makeup and do a book review. I would watch somebody do makeup and talk about gossip. So, or just news in general, because I think that for me, I wouldn't be going to somebody's channel to watch them do makeup every day, because I don't need to. But maybe once in a while, I might want to know how to do my eyebrows. But if you are doing makeup and something else that I'm interested in, then definitely I'm coming to your channel. At the same time, I'm watching you do your makeup. I'm learning a little bit, but I'm also listening to the story, because I like listening to stories. So maybe just think about, you know, mixing it up. Okay, if you talk about a trending story while doing your makeup, even if people don't like me, for an example, men are not going to really come to your channel because you do makeup on. But if you talk about a trending story, you might get the guys, because guys do like kumkos. Okay, so I think I would do that. Just think about something that you like in makeup and something else, so that you don't just get makeup people.
Leadership.
Yes, leadership.
Maybe she wants to be just makeup. No problem. Let's give advice for her to do makeup. She doesn't want the flag of what people come with, the negativity of Indaba.
Yes.
So let me tell you something.
I mean, yeah, it's possible.
I've advised someone on this particular subject. They never took it serious because they're lazy. Let me tell you, do breakdowns and infuse the idea that Alcin Tando just mentioned right now. Do breakdowns of doing a certain look of something that's trendy. If Madugmani went trending about the makeup, do a breakdown of that makeup. What kind of products might she be using? What kind of products and shades? You're still on makeup, and it actually still hangs around the particular stuff, but now you're doing it on a trending subject. Okay, you're breaking down the makeup, because some people, unfortunately, ooh, Jesus. Okay, think about it. Name, leadership. Next time we are, when we start giving advice like this, they must do a super chat.
Yes, next time.
They
And
must do a
now
super chat.
we're starting to get questions, but listen, you guys, we might not be able to get through all the questions, because I think at 2 hours we must cut this. But definitely we're going to do the next one. It's going to be more organized, and we'll do more reviews of the channels, you guys. So if I don't get your question answered now, I'll write it down, so that definitely when we do the next one, we get to answer it. If we didn't go into your channel next time, we'll definitely go to your channel. But continue, leadership.
So I'll go back again. Listen, do breakdowns. Okay, and maybe remember, first thing that is important for us to understand is that sometimes people are not interested in you. Don't be the focus. You know, don't understand it too much. So that sounds discouraging, but let me tell you the truth. Sometimes people are not interested in you. They are interested in what they want to see, but they need to know that you are interested in what they are interested in. So if you create a show, if you create a breakdown of a look, okay, I saw so-and-so who was on this type of a show. What shade do you think she was in? Because sometimes leadership, some people don't understand the shading of of e-makeup. Uguti, it's code number 11, but the person will just go and buy pink or a red, and they don't understand the shades in it create the look that actually appears. So that's why some people have terrible makeup. They have makeup, it's too red, it's too what, it's because they don't understand how to use shades. So if you do breakdowns of AMA shades and whatnot, oh, there was this person who appeared on this TV show, do breakdown on e-makeup on TV shows. See if that doesn't work.
And also here, she says, I just illustrate how to do makeup, but I don't talk through the video. This is what I found, especially as your channel grows, is that people might, in the beginning, people come for your content, but especially if you're showing yourself, you're showing your face, it's hard for people, because you're going to have people that fall in love with your content, but you're going to have people that are going to fall in love with your personality. So if you don't talk, it's very hard for people to even know, do they like you? You know, it's like watching, I don't know what I can liken it to. It will be difficult for me to decide, do I want to go back to this channel? I can understand why people are coming in, but not necessarily coming back, because maybe they're coming in because they saw, oh, she's doing makeup, I like makeup. But then they want to know, do they like you, so that they can come back, because other people are just going to be brought back because, oh, I like, you know, I like how you explain it. I like your personality. You know, some people will say they like your voice. My voice irritates me, but other people would say they like my voice. That's why they come on my channel. So maybe that is, it could be something that can hinder your channel growth, I think.
It will. Not, if you were a celebrity, it's easier for people to keep watching at that point. But remember, you have to have a winning point. People are watching the reality. And we are talking about how to get into the algorithm. It's fine. You fell into the recommendation where people can watch you here and there. But how do you fall into the algorithm? We are Ilandela. The algorithm, you must go to it. But then, please, you must get if you're going to do content, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone might be that you have to now have a voiceover. Yes, you don't talk, but for you to get that inch up, I am telling you right now, do content and have breakdowns of what I'm talking about. You will see, because people are seeing these looks. They are seeing, oh, Queen Muroka, how they look. That's the last time I watched TV. Don't blame me. The look on the queen.
You're giving us your age.
I'm giving up my age, little you. So think about it right now. There is a new look on each and every TV show. Each and every single TV show. This person is wearing this. Break down what type of a look that is. Okay, they have this person, they have them on this particular look. This person has a bit of a dark skin. I think on this particular look, or to recreate this type of a look, you will need a shade like this. Go research more. Right now, you know the makeup as far as you know it. Go research more on shades and all those type of things and how to shade. Teach how to shade. Like Bazalan, I'm telling you, I was telling my fiance that listen to me. I'm saying I was telling my fiance Haibo, I was telling my fiance she's very good.
You want me to be killed? You want me to be killed by the fiance now?
We all end up dead. We all end up dead. So I asked her to draw something, and she drew, and she was very good. And so I'm like, that's exactly why you are good with shading. You are good with shading because you know how to draw. You can draw a person's face and stuff. So teach how to fade, how to shade, and how to fade a look of a person on Skin Sam, how to fade a look on a person on what, and then find which one does hits, and then do the looks on that. Do the looks. What kind of a man makeup are they putting on men? We don't know. They are doing foundation. Which one? How do they determine the tone? What? I just gave you the strategy. I will undaily blame yourself. Okay. It's not there.
And also, Lindy, thank you, leadership. It says I started in January 1st this year. I'm sitting on 32 subs thus far. Congratulations, because I know it's hard to get the 32, okay? The first 100 is the hardest sometimes, you know? So far, plus returning subs for me, I feel is doing a great for me. Yes. Listen, give yourself a pat on the back sometimes, you know, because it's hard to start out, you guys. But I was watching, I forget this American YouTuber who says that with every video, I know sometimes I don't think about this enough, but they would say that with every video, think of something just small that you can improve on your
Marcus Rashford.
videos. Yes, and also when I was starting, you guys, I guess depends how long your videos are. It helps to have a particular time that you post, so that even those because those 32 viewers are very important to you. They know what at 9 o'clock your video is coming if you're posting daily. And also, guys, it helps to do premiere your video. It's like a live premiere. You set it up instead of just making your video public. Choose premiere and choose the time that you'll be premiering. Because when you're free and you come across a video that's premiering, you might not have been interested before in that channel, but because the video is premiering at that time, then you might click and watch and then end up subscribing because you just like what's going on at that time. So I find that it helped me to gain subscribers in the beginning. Also, I know some people are against shout outs, you guys. People are against shout outs. And when shout out started, it was Owami and Seems Right that were doing it. And for me, guys, I used to gain some. I did a shout out on Owami's channel and I did a shout out on Seems Right 2 times. And I did get a bit of subscribers, you know. So maybe consider that as well. And also, uh, people will discover your channel and then they'll be like, oh, I like this. And other people might be like, but they might subscribe because they like the person that gave your channel a shout out. So consider paying that. I don't know how much was it at the time, 150 Sims, and I think it was 300 rand and Owami. I don't know how much they charge now. So consider that as well if you just want to get to the 1,000 subscribers. And your thumbnails get us to click down to give yourself a. I think you guys just like me, okay? For an example, this video thumbnail, I don't know church reality, but the thumbnail was interesting enough that I clicked. Okay, thank you so much, Tammy. Say that again. Say have posting days so that the algorithm what I think Bulugo wants you to repeat something that you said about the algorithm.
Okay. Ankiri, if you are, I was talking about how irregular the posts are on this channel. So have a schedule. If you are posting twice a week, have days particular. Don't just post haphazardly, randomly, and what. And so that's what I was doing by that. Yeah.
Okay. And I know there's this creator, you guys. I only went on her channel, watched it. I forgot her name. She does like a content where she looks at finding land in rural areas, where you can buy land, who you approach, and all of that. And she has that kind of content. I forgot her name. I went to that channel, watched it a few times, subscribed, and then press the notification. I tell you, I haven't watched much since, but every Sunday at a certain time, I'm getting her notification. And she posts every Sunday around the same time. And I you know, her viewers know what to expect. They know that on Sunday for sure they're getting, you know, maybe coming back from church, let me watch this creator. So you know, when you're reliable like that and you consistent, then you can gain those viewers that are coming back to the channel. Mrs. M says, can she do hygiene videos on public toilets? Because wow, I'm tired. We need them. Those are the kind of things. Imagine, like you basically giving her an idea, because I mean, a lot of people I'm sure are struggling with that. Ricky dreams about content. Yes, he dreams. I'll be sleeping and Ricky will be getting Ricky's notifications throughout the whole night, basically. Just Lucy Brown, that is really helpful, guys. I think we have to end the stream, but let me just see if we can answer more questions. Good evening, community developers. Hi, Anna. Good to have you here, the member on my channel. Okay. Hello, Ricky. Hello, leadership. That's what Anna said. Thank you, Dando. And about the Ricky notes taken, I even wrote down. Please write that. Guys, I was writing down myself. Listen, and I will listen back because there's stuff that I also wanted to, that I learned today. I was learning too. I get you, Ricky. Thank you for the tips. Very helpful. That is Lucy. Very helpful indeed. Thank you so much. I like your laughter. Whose laughter? Mine or Ricky's? And I'm glad I joined the live. Good. That's good. I'm glad that it was helpful to you. I like your laughter, Tando. YouTube will be so crazy because the another person will come in and say, "Hey, I hate your laughter. I was listening to your video and then you laughed." And Ricky I don't know if it's load shedding. This is valuable. Okay, reality check. Get you subscriber. You're getting a subscriber. So Ricky's getting a subscriber. Guys, I don't know what happened. I'll see if he comes back. Otherwise, we have to end it anyway. I think he was going to have load shedding. I don't know if it's that. I like Brother Ricky's content, you guys, and he's very consistent as well on his channel. And also, Ricky's channel is not one because there's Christian content where you feel like when you're not like a church person, you can't watch. It's different. His channel, his content is very different, so it's always nice to watch. So, Velile, but she has moved to the state. That's because I haven't watched recently, guys. The way I've been so busy, I haven't been able to watch my favorite content creators. Velile. That woman is so consistent, and she vlogs, but every Sunday, Velile is, at the same time. I'm like, I don't know how she does it. I don't know if she has an editor that does it for you and make sure that it's posted around the center every Sunday. It's Velile, yes. She has moved to the. Oh, I thought she was on a trip to the States. I thought it was like holiday because I saw pictures on her community post, I think because I didn't watch a video. I haven't watched in a while. Very helpful. Many thanks. Hi, Milano. And don't forget to join memberships. Yes, you guys join the membership. We have a membership on this channel and also on the other channel. Guys, we've been here for 2 hours. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. I'll try and see if I can. First, I'll edit the part at the beginning out because it was crazy. And then I'll see if I can post this in parts and just keep it on my channel. It's one of those videos I'll just keep in case somebody just wants to watch and get some tips on stuff about YouTube. But this went okay, I guess, after the drama in the beginning. And I'm thinking that we'll do it again with Ricky. And I think I like the idea of the channel reviews. I feel like you guys are liking the idea of the channel reviews. So definitely if you have your channel, Smolanyala channel, and you want to come here and, even if it's not Smolanyala, I was learning, you guys, okay? I was learning, you guys, okay? I'll keep it, but it might happen that there's two because when you edit it, then it creates a new video. So I want to cut out, but I'll keep this one. I'll just put a comment there to say, people, bear with the crazy stuff in the beginning, just so people can still watch it, okay? Maybe you can skip the crazy part in the beginning. Yeah, but I'll keep it. And then after I edit it, then I'll post the other one and then maybe I enlist the other. I'll see, guys. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I appreciate it so much. I think you guys were able to learn. People have been wanting a video about YouTube tips, and I'm like, guys, I'm still learning on YouTube myself. How am I going to give you the tips? Okay. So this was a fun to do, you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this live. I appreciate it so much, guys. We need to sleep same 17 kusasa unless we holiday. Thank you so much. Like the stream, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.